And welcome back to Hannity. Remember, following the catastrophic 9/11 terror attacks, well, Congress launched an investigation to determine who was responsible for the devastation. Now, a political battle is being waged over 28 classified pages, which has never been released to you, the public, and it appears those documents show an alleged link between 9/11 and Saudi Arabia. Now, recently, the debate over whether or not to release the 28 pages has resurfaced because family members of the 9/11 victims have said they want to sue Saudi Arabia and the government for their potential involvement in the terror attacks. Here with reaction from the Islamic House of Wisdom, Imam Elahi and former NYPD Detective Bo Dietl. Imam, apparently, and I've spoken to people that have seen the 28 pages, it implicates Saudi Arabia as aiding and abetting and financing the terrorists involved in the attack against our country. Don't you think those families have a right to sue Saudi Arabia for their involvement? Don't you think the American people should have a right to know if the Saudis were involved in aiding and abetting in that attack?
Yes, they do, of course. It is about truth. It is about justice. It is about the suffering of 3,000 families of the victims. And at the same time, Sean, I think this is a gift for Islam and American Muslims in this country. That is the declassification of those 28 pages is a gift for us. So people who are brainwashed under the forces of Islamophobia, they realize that Islam and Muslim and even the Saudi people have nothing to do with the corrupt the corrupt kingdom whose money and military and media and cult tribal theology have been tools of terrorism and tension.
Are you saying this as somebody who's against Sunni Muslims, as a Shiite Muslim?
It has nothing to do with Shia Muslim or Sunni Muslim.
Well, what are you?
The Saudi Arabia, as a matter of fact, I believe that those pages should be
I asked you a question. Are you Sunni or Shia?
I'm a Shia, but I don't believe that there is any major differences between Shia and Sunni.
Will you say the same thing about the Iranians that are the #1 state sponsor of terror?
Well, if Iranian had anything to do with 9/11, I would say the same thing. That,
but they are the #1 state sponsor of terror. They killed Americans in Iraq.
That is stupid decision that charging Iran for the victims of 9/11.
Here's the bottom line.
That was total insanity. And I think, Shan, to say that those pages are secret or sensitive or may harm our relationship with Saudi Arabia, that is not an answer for the families of 9/11.
Bo Dietl, let me go, because the issue here is, why did our government keep this secret? We have a right to know. The Saudis, apparently, according to people that I've spoken to and watching the 60 Minutes piece on this, why not release it? Why not allow the American people to know the truth and families to get at least the compensation at a minimum that they deserve in light of the murder?
I watched that 60 Minutes piece also. There were United States congressmen speaking there. And the reality were 15 of the 9/11 people that flew those planes were from Saudi Arabia. There is financing done from Saudi Arabia.
In New York and Los Angeles.
Connection to that. Also the fact that the way they worded it, that the upper echelon of the Saudi government didn't know. But the point is right now, America should know what the heck is in there.
It is time for the American people to know the truth.